You know, even if you're like, well, the sex is fire, okay, like then let's just keep doing that. It's like that's not enough to change your mind.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Do you feel like culture plays a part in why women are not finding good men today? And this is what I mean. Do you think women are patterning themselves after the wrong reality stars, rappers, social media influencers, and in turn making themselves less desirable for long-term relationships? And are these demands becoming outrageous? Welcome to today's episode of Relationship Talk with the Geths. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, click the subscribe button so you won't miss the new content. So I hear this all the time from my single female friends and clients that the dating pool has pee in it. So we wanted to bring some single men on here so that we can see if they are indeed peeing in this pool or if they are seeing something similar. So we have our brothers here. So I have my brother, Kenya Fouch, and Ed's brother, Emmanuel Geths. And thank you, fellas, for sharing with us today. So I know we can always count on y'all for the uncut truth.
Ooh,
so I know this thing can get crazy real fast. So I'm ready to jump in.
Yes.
My first question is just to put things into perspective for the conversation. So are you single right now by choice, or do you have a desire to be in a monogamous relationship and eventually a marriage? Have at it.
Okay, that's a good question in that it's almost like both things are true.
Okay.
I do have a desire to be in a monogamous relationship, and I would say that, but then sometimes my actions don't necessarily fit that. Mm-hmm. Like I know in order for me not to be single, I gotta be out places, you know. Somebody said, okay, well, you say you want a wife, but she ain't gonna come to your house.
Right.
And they said, well, why are you watching the game? So I guess, I do, but by the same token, I'm super content.
So you want one, but you don't want to go find one. He who finds a wife finds a good thing.
Well, it's not even that. I want to find her, but I don't want to look for her, right? And so I want to have her without necessarily having to do all the things it looks like you have to do these days to get them.
I got you.
You know, and it may not be that. You know, maybe my perception of what it's like out there is not what it actually is.
So you're single by choices, not by choice.
Right.
Single by choices.
That's right.
I got you.
That's a very subjective question. I just don't have any expectations anymore. I kind of just go if I meet someone and we get a conversation and there's a bond, like I forgot what it's called, like a spark, yeah. Then I'll pursue that. But as far, because I've been in that mentality where, okay, I want a relationship and I forced it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I wasted a lot of time. So I just stop. I just go wherever, whatever happens, happens.
When you're pursuing sparks, are you pursuing sex? Or are you pursuing relationships?
Relationships.
You really are?
Sex is easy, yeah.
Okay, so sex is easy to get.
Relationships,
Ladies, don't make it easy like that.
That's true. That's true. And I can touch on that, but go ahead.
But yeah, well. So when was your last committed relationship and why did it end?
Like a few months ago, because she wasn't smart. I'm playing. I'm playing.
I know.
I'm playing. No. It was, and I will say this: she was very honest about everything, and you know, we just made a decision. Okay, you don't want a relationship. This is not the relationship I want. So you know, no hard feelings.
I got you.
Yeah.
How long were y'all in relationship?
4 years.
Okay. Recently out of a very long one. Your story is different.
Yeah, my last committed relationship was like 10 years ago. Yeah, it's been a while. And I was really just so into my work though, that it was, you know, hard to really see anything else. And then again, like I said, I kind of got into a comfort zone. You know, I was really content the way things were. And so even when there were opportunities, it just wasn't what I wanted, you know, after that one, you know. So yeah, it's been a while.
How long were y'all together?
6 years.
Yeah, y'all.
So you guys are relationship guys, just not in there right now.
Time, and then just
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you think at any point during that relationship, this is my one, and I'm gonna move forward, or was there always something that you were like, I'm gonna wait for better?
I was never waiting for better, but I did like having that get out of jail card. You know, just we don't have to go do any. You know, if I get ready to leave, I don't want to. It doesn't need to be lawyers and all. I just want to be able to say like, okay, you know, I'm out, and then let that be it. So I enjoyed that aspect of it, which drove her absolutely crazy, which is why the relationship ended. She's like, look, we've been together all this time. By now, you know what you want. Like, either we are or we aren't. And I felt pressured, and I was like, well, I guess that means we aren't. And that was it, you know.
Really, just because you don't tell me what to do.
That's exactly what it was. That's
Was she
exactly
close
what
to
it
getting
was.
married? Or probably not, because you were in a space.
I mean, I could have done it. If we had done it, I think it would have been just fine, you know, had we gotten married, but we didn't, and that was fine too, you know.
The ending.
No, yeah.
Have you ever bought somebody a ring?
No.
Have you ever been close?
Yes. The mother of my children and my most recent one.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it. But the most recent was because of how she treated other people. I don't like how our family, we are givers. Like, we love to help people and be a blessing.
Right.
And that was her spirit, and that's what I fell in love with. And that's what kind of blinded me to some things. But yeah, that's it.
Okay. What do you think defines a good man, and do you consider yourself to be one? Why you swallow like 5 times, E?
Because they're good does not describe me. I'm great.
Let's go.
No. I think, again, a good man, you really can't define that because it depends on the person. Like, you can...
No, you being the person. What do you define it as?
Me? No, me. That's what I mean. Me. So, and I will
As you can see,
explain
my
that.
brother doesn't lack for confidence.
Well, no, I'm saying, but it took me a long time to get here. I am slow to anger, quick to apologize. I want my woman, I want every woman to be jealous of my woman. And that's how I'll treat the woman that I'm with. I don't want a whole bunch of women to want me. I want them to want to be in her place, but they can't because I'm hers and she's mine. So that's why I say me, because I listen, which again, I had to learn to be, I'm trying to think of the best way to put this. People think of love and think, it's so beautiful. No, love is painful. Love is tough. And what I do is, I always think of the show and give. When you first meet somebody, they're gonna show you something. But when they get upset, that's what they're gonna give you. So are you willing to take what they give you? And that's what I mean. I can love you when you're giving me the worst of you.
Wow.
Because I can get you back to the person that you've shown me.
Wow.
Now that's if I feel there's something there. So again,
How you get them back? How you get them back to the
by
person?
listening to what they've already told you. It may be something as simple as, like my father will tell you, my mother liked the sausage biscuits from 7-Eleven or the sausage rolls or whatever. Just those little things that they say in passing that they don't even realize you're holding on to. That's how you get them back. By the stuff they just say, a random thing. Oh my God, I love Twix. Okay, next time she get mad at you, you go out, you bring her home a Twix. Anything, or if she. Snap!
Thank you.
Am I dry snitching?
I just
My bad. My bad. But again, by listening, like, you have to learn your woman the same way you learn how to read and write. You have to learn the woman that you want. You have to learn the person that you want, whether it be a man, woman, animal, object. You have to learn them, and that's the part of love that's. We want to show them who we are, but no, you got to learn them.
That's actually something we talked about in another episode where we talked about passions, and we say, okay, some people are born with certain passions, but since we're born in sin, we're not born with a passion for God. A passion with a relationship has to be cultivated. And in romantic relationships, same type of thing. You're going to have to seek the inner part of this person. Well, how did it make you feel? He was like, what about you, Ken?
This ain't even about me right now.
How did it make you feel, baby?
About seeking the inner part of a person.
Oh, me, babe. The inner part of me.
Man, some work. Because you are.
I'm not talking about how far you can dig. I'm talking about actually. So, Kenya, like he said, what defines a good man, and are you one?
I agree with Emmanuel that love, because of the sacrificial nature of love, that it can be painful. And yeah, if you are to consider yourself a good man, you have to be willing to dive into some of that. Like, you understand going in, well, some of this is gonna hurt. Will Smith said that in the song when he's talking to his son. He's like, ain't no pain, like from the opposite sex, man. Some of this is gonna hurt. But when it comes to whether or not you're a good man, like, has anybody ever told you that you are, right? Have you done the things in relationships previously where people have had an opportunity to say, you know, yeah, like, he's a good man. What do your exes say about you? You know, like,
What do their mama say? What do their mothers say about you?
Girlfriend's parents say about you. Yeah, and so.
Because a lot of women will defend men and say they're good when they're not. But if you talk to their friends and family members, if they say that that's a good man.
Yes.
And so really, you know, I don't know, you know, how much, like, is it even my place to be able to say that I am? Like, what if I say, well, I'm a good man and nobody else says that I am, you know? And so, yeah, like, it depends. You know, now that doesn't mean that I can't say it to myself and say, okay, these are the things that I want to be. This is the kind of person I want to be, things that I want to change about myself, you know, whatever. This is who I aspire to be. So yeah, I do think you can have goals and move towards those things.
I got you. What qualities or attributes would a woman have to have for you to consider dating her exclusively? Like, I want to date this woman exclusively based on this.
It's the classic Tevin Campbell question, can we talk? Right? Like, if we can talk, then I feel like we can figure almost everything else out.
Like, how you gonna say that?
I'm not gonna sing it. Because I was gonna reserve that for Rose.
Because you know he wants it.
I know he wants to do it.
Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I'm good. That's all I'm good. See, that boy good. That boy good.
That boy can sing. Say some chocolate.
So that's it. I mean, can we have a conversation? Because I think we can, you know, I can learn about her and she can learn about me, and we can make informed decisions about each other if we can talk.
But you look like a Google monster. But you got good combo.
Well,
Does that matter to you now?
Then we're probably not.
You don't even
We're not going to talk.
Right. The conversation's not gonna start without attraction.
She says you have beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
Keep it moving.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like, learn how to
No
accept.
follow-up questions.
Learn how to
She looks
accept the
way
compliment and then just keep it moving. Yeah.
What you looking for?
One never knows. Like you said, the
Mystery.
The conversation piece is really what kind of sets the foundation. You know, because they'll tell you, a lot of times we say things we don't even know that we're saying. Like, through conversation, you may find out what type of relationship they have with their family, what type, you know, how they feel about the community, how they feel about kids, how they feel about single fathers, how they, you know what I mean? Like, you find out so many things through conversation. So that conversation sets the foundation. But of course, I want somebody who is, you know, kind, willing to listen, honest. You know, I always think, hurt me with the truth, then heal me with a lie. Okay. Just tell me the truth. If I do something wrong, if I do something to offend you, tell me right then. Nothing bothers me more than when somebody deflects from me opening up. And what I mean by that, like how, let's say, you drink the last bit of Kool-Aid.
If you're preparing yourself to meet your soulmate and you've tried dating and you keep choosing the wrong people, or you keep making terrible decisions and you self-sabotage, just know that you don't have to continue doing this. You can't be your best self by yourself. You need community, and we would love to walk through this with you. This is why we created the experience, Where is Bae? The Soulmate Search. When you complete it, you'll know and understand how the chemicals in your body keep playing tricks on you, leading you astray, and how to beat that. The type of person that you truly want and how to identify them, how to grow and develop into the best version of yourself so you're able to attract and sustain the right relationship. For more information about Where is Bae experience, go to onevisionerc.com, click on Marriage Tools, and then click on Where is Bae. Get started today and get right and ready for Bae.
Nothing bothers me more than when somebody deflects from me opening up. And what I mean by that, like how, let's say, you drink the last bit of Kool-Aid. And Ed go to get some Kool-Aid and it's gone. And he said, hey baby, I prefer if you put the bottle in the sink when you're done with it. And you say, well, the last time you did, don't do that to me.
You didn't say if you had a problem with it last time.
Right, because at that point, I don't care. I wanted Kool-Aid. If you was mad about the toast on the butter last week, you should have said something last week. I don't want to talk about it now. We need to address the Kool-Aid, then we may revisit the butter. But right now, we're talking about the Kool-Aid. And that's what I mean by just be honest. I don't care if it's minute, because when we annoy those little things, we start to accept bigger things.
So the relationships that y'all have been in, have most of them started like, I think you fine, I'm gonna ask you out on a date and it goes from there? Or were these friendships that blossomed?
No, it was almost always, I think you fine, can we go out on a date?
Yeah.
Okay. Yours too?
Yeah. I don't think I've dated any friends. But it's crazy. A lot of my exes are still my friends.
Yeah, that is
Right, you have a lot more just friends afterwards.
Yeah, a lot of them are still my friends.
That's kind of shit too. Yeah.
Definitely true.
It's the opposite for me. Like anybody I dated was just friend first, including this for a mighty long time, actually. Okay. I like
Not
it.
me, boy. I'm the only oddball. None of my exes, except the mother of my children, are my friend.
I mean, you're not really a befriend women. You brief other.
Brief with.
You be fooling around.
Oh, goodness.
So, how many women have you dated in the past that had everything you were looking for? And like, how many women have you fumbled, or how many have fumbled you?
Now, that's a hard question.
And I ain't gonna say everything. The classic 80%.
Yeah, I can think of at least two
That you fumbled?
that had most of what I was looking for. I really and then two, a different two that I maybe fumbled. I can't really say that anybody really fumbled me, because usually if I want out, I just get out. Like I don't, there hadn't been a time when I was just really just pursued, and she was just like, no, like she couldn't see what was in me.
Broke your heart.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like because I put such a high value on communication, we've always been able to talk it through. And because of my family background, I don't mind saying what needs to be said, and so, I've never had a problem just saying, look, this ain't working for me.
So you had two strong ones and it just didn't work out, and then you had two that you just fumbled.
Yeah, I had two real strong ones, and for one reason or another, I wasn't ready, they weren't ready. And then there's two that I'm like, that probably could have been something, had I not been wherever I was. But right, which I guess we've all had periods where we did what we did, and I probably did a little bit of that for too long, but
can't stay too long.
Yeah, you can't. That's what the man said.
Keep moving.
The man said, can't stay too long, and sometimes you stay too long. But I don't think there's been a whole lot of that. I don't have a lot of regret with relationships sometimes.
No one will ever have everything that I want. I mean, I don't think anybody will, because we're always evolving and adapting. We're always changing. Like as we go through our stages in life, our desires and wants change. So you evolve and adapt. which I think is why a lot of times people break up. You know what I mean? As far as fumbling, I always think I fumbled all of them because what I do is I try to revisit things that I've done so that way I don't make those same mistakes. Even if someone cheats on me, I still think, okay, what could I have done different? Or I'll ask them like, yo, why would you do that? What could I have done different? And it's not because I hold guilt, but me blaming them is not gonna make me a better person. So I just say, I fumbled all of them, so.
Hey, blame it on me.
Yeah, say it's my fault.
You like, no, it was my fault. It was your fault.
Definitely your
Blame it on me. I was a friend. I was honest with you. So, nah,
You did what you did, because your mama didn't raise you right.
you're not gonna let it go. No.
Oh my goodness. Do you feel like culture plays a part in why women are not finding good men today? And this is what I mean. Do you think women are patterning themselves after the wrong reality stars, rappers, social media influencers, and in turn making themselves less desirable for long-term relationships? And are these demands becoming outrageous? Yes. He like, yes.
A strong reaction on
No, I'm
that.
pleading the fifth.
Get the glass.
I will say this. Anytime you pattern yourself after someone else, then you're not being who you really are. And this is just my opinion. I'm not saying this to anybody else. If you that person's path is not your path. So I do see a lot of emulating based off celebrities. Absolutely. Yeah, I see that all the time. Like there's so many, like even those sayings that people use, and I'm like, that means nothing. Like, okay, so there's one saying I never understood, and I'll probably listeners probably gonna hate me for this. Cause even when a woman says, you know, you have to accept me and my children, but my children come first. And I'm like, that has so many different meanings to it. Like if you ask, like if everybody answer right now, what does that mean? You'll probably have a million different answers. So I never even bring my children into the picture until I know I have a future with you. But the first thing you tell me is your child comes first. And I'm like, would that be the case if you were with the father? Because essentially that's what I'm going to be, not their father, but I'm going to be taking on that father role. If the expectation is for me to accept you and your children, which again, I have no problem doing that. I love the kids. I have millions of nieces and nephews. So if you tell me I have to accept them, then you tell me they're going to become first, then what is my place as your husband? If we decide, you know what I mean? It's almost like you're cutting off that husband option from the very beginning. And again, this is just my opinion. This is how I see it. But yeah, so yeah, like I feel like that mentality is one thing. Or like going, like the first thing you say is, I don't want one night stands, I'm not looking for a sexual relationship. Okay, then don't do it. If you don't like, you read a profile that says, I don't want one night stands, that's letting me know that you've done it.
Right. It didn't work out well. It didn't work out.
So,
I ain't doing it no
I mean,
more.
to me, now again, my opinion. My opinion. So again, like putting all the negative stuff out first, like, you know, having that guard up a lot of times. We get it. Things happen to you in the past, so we get it. We've all had pain, but still focus on the part. Tell me what it is that you want, what you offer. Who are you? Right. You know what I mean? So I think this whole being negative up front is a pattern that has grown popular.
Yeah, well, I know I've gone on record as saying that I think maybe some of the housewives shows are
detrimental.
Yeah, but we understand it as, you know, for entertainment purposes only. But if you're a female and you're watching that and you're drawn to that, then that's inside of you anyway. Like, I think you look at it and you say, okay, I like that. Then you are like that. And yeah, like the video that went viral of the girl saying, okay, I'm not getting out of the car because she took me to Cheesecake Factory. And then,
Everybody at the table.
Because then there were so many opinions on that, and so many people were like, yeah, she's well within her rights, you know, not to go into Cheesecake Factory. And all guys are like, you know, so what are we supposed to do here at this point? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are telling me
but
off gate.
But then that list,
Right.
Everything was on there.
Hey man, take chilies off that list. I'll work it.
That's hard. 'Cause I'm like, Cheesecake Factory might be a second date. Like I don't even, that's what I was thinking about. Like she hasn't heard Cheesecake Factory yet.
Right. You gotta
She's
work
like,
up to
day
Cheesecake
one we're
Factory.
going to Wendy's. You can get a 4 for 4, and then if we all right, then we'll talk about Cheesecake Factory.
That's the bottom line. I'm gonna speak as a woman.
Please.
Bottom line is, if you're going on this date to get to know this man, then you don't really need all of that. Because any man that's gonna spend above Cheesecake Factory money, that's gonna come with some expectation. So of more than your conversation and getting to know you. So if you really want to get to know somebody, you need to be okay with a coffee date, or like we went to Denny's. My choice. Or I would go anywhere else on that list.
The bacon,
What's
the bacon.
Because what's really wrong with a 4 for 4? You don't like Wendy's? Like,
Right.
What do you feed yourself? You don't take yourself to any of those
What are you
restaurants?
feeding yourself?
Are you
That's what
expecting this
should expect from
man
the
to
date.
feed you something you would not even able to
And plus,
provide
we're
for
like,
yourself?
we're going to Cheesecake Factory. They got a menu that's got like 10 pages. Like, there's probably going to be something.
You don't want
on
nothing
there.
on there?
Something you want something in
You
there.
don't want no cheesecake?
Right? Like, it's, but it's like, yeah, so we're seeing her and she's like, look, I don't even know who he thinks I am. I'm not getting out of the car because we're here. Okay, where are we supposed to go on a very first date? Is the expectation that I spend $800 on the first date?
Get to know you.
Right. Like for somebody that I may not even like, okay. So yeah, if they're being influenced by those things, but I'm more inclined to believe somebody who is in my age group.
Right.
Really, I think that she's a little younger than me, but somebody who is in my age group,
Right.
probably a little bit more mature and would not be like, okay.
You know, I've seen the opposite. So I've seen the opposite,
yeah.
where that is the older women are like schooling the younger women, saying, "No, don't let him take you. There. You better go over here and get this," because they got used by so many men. Right. They got a 4 for 4, but they didn't even take you to Wendy's. He had you pick him up some Wendy's on the way to his house, and you got at his mama house in the bedroom, and you don't get basement, and you don't get to see nobody. So you got treated like that for so long that you want to teach the next generation, get in his pockets, because I got used so bad.
Okay, so then can we agree that there is a disconnect there? The women who are saying that there is pee in the pool, or maybe some women who have been negatively affected by their previous relationships. And then some of the men who are sitting back like, okay, I would like to have a conversation with you. Can we meet at Starbucks? And they're like, no, I'm upset. And they're thinking, okay, there's pee in the pool. He tried to take me to Starbucks. I'm thinking, yeah, there's pee in the pool. She wouldn't even go to Starbucks. Like, and so I guess my question is, how do you bridge that gap? Because there is this disconnect, because of the perception of what's out there. You don't really know what's out there, because you haven't met everybody out there, but there is a perception. How do we clear those things up?
I put the responsibility on the women, and this is why. I understand the power that I possess as a woman and what I carry. And he said something very profound that I don't even think everybody caught, but I'm gonna bring it back up. He said, sex, that's easy to get. If we, as women, make sex easy for them to get, we have completely taken away our power, because that is where it is. Men will straighten up and walk right. They will do everything they need to do if you control the cooking.
Right. Ooh,
so if you out here and you trying to get a good man, and men are saying, I don't really want to get married. They don't want to get married because they don't see a need for it, because there are women that are giving them sex, that are cooking their food, that are cleaning their houses without any commitment at all. Right. And so if women collectively would stop providing all of these said services easily with nothing, then men would then rise, because that's what you guys are called. You're kings. That's what you do. Yes. You do what you have to do to conquer what you want. And so if what you have to do to conquer is step up and go get a ring, you go get a ring.
That's right.
And so we make it easy for you to piss in the pool. We don't put no color thing in there. You be like, yeah, to be like, oh, he pissing. Get him out.
Get him out the pool.
We just let people get in there and pee, and then we throw y'all toys in there to play around. No, don't get in the pissy pool with them.
Comfortable to pee.
Because you know what? If you get a pool and all the women get out the pool, men start looking around, and you know what? I don't think they're getting in with us because we keep pissing. So hey guys, all the girls are out.
We will get out the pool, clean it out, clean it out.
There are too many men.
We clean the pool.
If all the girls,
We got the grill going. We got the grill going.
if all the girls get out the pool and line up and look at y'all, and y'all like, hey, come in the pool. No, because y'all keep peeing in it.
Yeah.
And it's dirty. I'm not coming.
Yes.
So if they stand together, but all it takes is for one
to jump in that
woman to be
pool.
like, I'm going in. and they pass her around. She has ruined it for the collective.
She won't even have to get passed around. When she gets in the pool, another girl's gonna be like, well, I mean, if she gets in, I'm not gonna miss out.
too.
Like,
She
I'm
having
going in.
fun.
And the next thing you know, there's only one girl who's not in the pool. You know? Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
want to speak more to that influence thing about what these women are seeing and everything. Just hilarious. I don't know if you remember this post she made. It was so funny. She was like, you know, what's crazy is all these rappers and celebrities that's been rapping and telling us to cheat on our dude and thought in the street and have a hot girl summer. He said, I've been seeing they happily married. They sitting on Facebook in love. Now we sitting here fighting with our dude, but y'all all booed up.
Yeah.
So y'all selling us an image that I don't know, y'all thought we would buy, and we buying it, and that's not even what y'all want.
I want to be married to medicine so I can have this big house that is rented for the show. A lot of these people don't even live in these houses.
Those girls aren't even friends. They don't even see each other.
All these girls in the restaurants, they be out eating or whatever. You know. So speaking of that, Chili's has the 3 for me. Chili's has the 3.
Talk about the 3 for me.
Chili's has the 3 for me. You get a soup, salad, or bottomless chips and salsa, a drink, non-alcoholic drink. However, for a small upcharge, you can get a margarita. By the way, we're known for our margaritas. You can get either a burger, a steak, a Chipotle bowl. It's just so many options. Like, it's something for everyone. So yeah, we're known for our fajitas, margaritas, burgers, and the baby back ribs. Y'all should check out the commercial with Boys to Men.
Check out the commercial with Boys to Men.
Boys to Men. They're singing the baby back rib song. You know what I'm saying? We're bringing it back.
Hey, look, add Chili's to your date night.
Please take Chili's off that list. Thank you. I'm
Hey.
sorry.
I don't even, what was I even talking about? I'm gonna just go to the next place. I don't even know. Oh, I know what I was about to say. The clothes that these people are wearing. They're like, if you can't buy me these clothes with these labels, these designer brands, then you're not that guy. We just saw for a fact that the people on the reality show, they had the tag on there. They're wearing it with the tags. They taking them back, baby. They getting the money back. They're not buying these $1,000, you know. Anyway, so how soon after meeting a woman do you generally know whether you want to pursue her beyond the bedroom? Because I know some people you're like, oh, you're good for that, but I definitely don't want to pursue you in this way. So how long do you think it takes you to know, like, this could be more, or this, I definitely want to smash, but that's it?
It doesn't take you very long before you.
It doesn't take long at all. It does not.
Okay.
It's, I mean, days.
Really?
Even, yeah. Like you can tell pretty early.
Is it the misspelled words in her face?
That definitely matters. That's
like
what
I
I
see
said.
them,
I mean,
so-
You know, if we're talking and you say something off the wall, like, okay, that's
So
it doesn't take much.
But it doesn't stop you from wanting to have sex.
No.
So, but see, that's the type of thing, that's what I want women to know. Just because they are pursuing you for sex does not mean they're genuinely interested in relationship. You can't say, oh, well, I mean, he want me like that because he wants to have sex with me. No, they can definitely want to have sex with you and have no plans for you after you get up the first time. They might not even want to revisit sex.
No, but it's like, I mean, if she's good at sex, then
You will revisit the
certainly
sex.
she deserves an opportunity to express herself. Why would I remove the one card that she, you know?
In her own unique way.
I mean, really, you know, yeah, she's got the one spade that she can play. At least let her play that one. But Yeah, it's like
Talent
that
is your
doesn't.
talent.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean
talent is a
there's a
talent.
future
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Well, I do try to be as, I'm pretty honest. When I'm talking to somebody or whatever, and I'm like, yo, I think we'd be cool, like maybe just hanging out, being buddies or whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay. Some women just think I can change his mind. No, you can't. No, you can't.
The I can change his mind is a bad idea.
But I'm always like, you know what? I'm just not really looking for anything right now. It's not that I'm looking for anything right now. I don't see it with you. So I'm not looking for anything serious right now. And
Has
and
anybody successfully changed your mind from cut buddy to relationship?
No.
No. What about you?
No, because like, what is she gonna do? Really? Like if I already know, like, yeah, it's not there. Even if you're like, well, the sex is fine, okay, like then let's just keep doing that. It's like that's not enough to change your mind.
Okay.
Hold on, let me think. I'm thinking now. Hold on.
So I'm thinking. I tried it one time, and it was an epic disaster. It was just
You
bad.
try to turn sex buddy into relationship?
That was terrible.
But what if the sex is amazing, like best you ever had, and then afterwards, after she gets you hooked, she says to continue, then I need a commitment. Will you then pretend to have a commitment?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
You'll just be like, no.
Because that wrath is severe.
The whole pretend commitment?
No, that wrath from her. Because eventually the truth is going to be, now this is me as a older,
Right. Younger you would have definitely done this.
Oh yeah, definitely would have
Okay.
lied.
Yeah.
Would have lied.
Lies.
Yeah, definitely me would have
So
lied.
you would tell a lie about a commitment as a young man. Easy.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
Did you ever lie about commitment?
I don't see kids that lie.
No.
I was gonna say that wasn't really my
Because you didn't want the drama.
I
that
definitely
wasn't my game.
lied to him. I love you, baby.
Oh, I ain't never
Oh,
say
you would
that.
say I love you. God, Geths.
Ooh, you.
I was wrong. I was foul.
I thought we were the jerks.
I was foul. I was.
Yeah.
Ouch, karma.
It's a dirty guy. Yeah.
I ain't never say
I
that.
owe a few apologies. I don't lie.
Yeah. Right. I really like you.
That's what you said.
I really like you. Which to me that's powerful because being I'm a Christian, I have to love everybody, but I don't have to like everybody. So if I say I like you, that's pretty.
That's deep.
That's deep, yeah. So if I say I like you, yeah. But so there's love because of my Christianity. There's liking because of the person that you are, and then I'm in love with you. Okay. So if I'm in love, that rarely happens. It's only happened like twice. And the first time I saw myself in the mirror, of course.
Look, your face is so funny.
This guy.
So, in my favorite movie, trivia, Maya trivia.
Oh,
That's
this is easy.
Uh-oh.
You gonna get me and King know it.
Do you have a guess?
Your favorite movie, Love and Basketball?
That's a very good guess. That's a very good guess.
You Love and Basketball.
It came out in the 80s.
Came out in the 80s.
Maybe early 90s.
I'll give you. It's a comedy.
Eddie Murphy.
Raw, Beverly Hills Cop, Golden
The
Child.
best one.
The best one.
The blackest one.
Oh, Coming to America.
What a good clue.
That is a great.
Coming to America.
He's an older black one.
But you gotta remember, I like the raunchy side of, so that's why
He said his first get raw.
raw.
So, in my favorite movie, Coming to America, Imani Izzy said that since the day she was born, she was trained to be a good wife for a king. So if there is a woman preparing herself right now to be the perfect wife for you, what types of things would need to be a part of her preparation?
Honestly, I think that's a really good illustration, man. It's like, he's like bark like a dog and she's barking. Like, he's like, I want a woman that will arouse my intellect as well as my loins.
Yes.
Like, I get that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That
I do
is
too.
really meaningful for me because, like I said, we got to be able to talk.
Don't turn me on if you do. Because it's a turn off immediately. I don't want to do that.
We got to be able to talk, And so he's like, man, I'm going somewhere else to find my wife because all the women around here, like, they see me, they know I'm the king. So
Right.
I got to find somebody that I can just have a real conversation with. And that's really what it is for me. Like, yeah, the attraction has to be there. But again, we're not even talking if there's no attraction.
But how should she be preparing herself? Just being well-versed in life.
Being whatever it is that she's supposed to be. Like I said, because everybody has a different bag, you know, and it is super attractive to see people in their element. But everybody has a different element, you know, so it's not like, okay, she just got to be a fitness guru. You know, it's not like she's got to be a school teacher or a Bible study, you know, like whatever it is that you do. Yeah, I like to be able to see people in their element.
No, it's not whatever you like. What does she need to know about you? What does she need to be able to do to be your wife, to help you?
What does she need to know about me?
Yeah, how does she prepare herself for you? If your wife is somewhere preparing for you.
But that's what I'm saying, because she's
not. She gotta be prepared to help you.
But if she's doing her thing,
then
like
it's helping you.
That is helping me, right? Her being the best version of herself is helping me, right? And so if I'm being my best self and she's being her best self, then when we come together, like we can encourage each other in that.
Right. Well, I can be way more specific about how somebody can help me.
Well, give me one thing, maybe that'll help.
Yeah. Make sure that you are really good cleaning the house from top to bottom.
Uh-oh.
Make sure that you can cook.
But look, see, you're saying that, and he don't do either.
I know. I'm saying if there was somebody preparing themselves.
She get married to somebody else?
If I had somebody preparing themselves for me to...
Then I definitely won't prepare for you.
Training.
You work, but you're on the job training.
Definitely on the job training.
Is he not training on the job?
So if she's preparing herself for me, then then she needs to go to ESPN and find the college football schedule.
There we go.
Right? Look it up and down. She needs to learn how to make some buffalo chicken dip, you know, and some meatballs and, you know, game day, some wings or whatever. And like just learn about the game, figure out how to make snacks, and that would go a long way. But again, she can learn later. Like I said, she can learn on the job, but if she's preparing herself for me now.
Does she need to prepare herself in Bible in any way? I'm just saying because of what I know about you.
And I feel you.
Does she need to be reading the word?
If she needs to be open to it. You know, she doesn't
ain't
necessarily
got to come to the table
She
with
doesn't
it.
have to be a Bible scholar. See, I don't know, because if she comes in with all these preconceived notions, maybe we ain't gonna do nothing but fuss about it.
Correct.
But that's healthy.
Not necessarily. Not if she's wrong.
What if she can open your eyes and you're like,
well, see, that's
wow,
different.
I didn't even see it that way. Y'all can have these conversations.
That's why the Spirit dwells within us. The Spirit can open my eyes. I don't need her.
You don't want your woman to pass.
I don't need her to be my enlightenment. No. She
you said that too?
She's not coming in to show me the path, to show me the way of the righteous. No,
he wants her to be impressed with the path that he knows. Like,
he wants her to go back in there with that dip. Get back in there with those meatballs.
Please.
Bring me a plate.
No, I mean, if she is in it, if she's in the Word and she has very strong feelings on things, then we can talk about it, then that's fine. But that's not what I would say I want her doing.
You didn't even say like you want her to prepare sexually, like to be able to please you. Like,
man,
it's so much out there.
What did they say? It was a Tom Cruise movie where the man said, Tom Cruise said, she's not trained for this. And he's like, what kind of training does she need to go sleep with a man? Like, she's a woman. It comes naturally for her. It's not that big a deal. Like, and again, like, you'd be like every woman.
It ain't all created equal.
Some women are better than others. But it's like my brother said, right? He has a quote that he says.
I know he has some quotes.
He says, the worst piece I ever had was fantastic.
It was still good.
It's still good.
That is very true.
That is very profound. Because nobody will even turn down their worst piece.
No, man.
Worst piece. You don't regret even your worst piece. You don't regret.
No, it was fantastic, and I will run it back.
I like that.
I like it. We're gonna leave you on that. E, what does she need to be doing to prepare to be your wife?
That was.
See, we bring y'all some characters.
That's very true. That's very true. Even
He said,
he think about his worst piece.
Sorry, worst piece. He just thought about you. It wasn't great.
Yeah, I did. I was like, I remember that. But just piggybacking on what he said, being in her element, but also loving herself. Because no matter what you do, if you don't love yourself, you can't really accept love from anybody. So that's the first thing. She would have to love herself. Now, to prepare herself for me, you gotta know how to fry chicken.
Okay, I like the specifics.
Gotta know how to fry chicken. Gotta know how to fry chicken gizzards.
Look,
And he's a chef. Just saying that, like, he's a chef.
All the time. Has to have a sense of humor. Has to have thick skin because I don't argue, I don't fuss, I don't raise my voice. But if you try to anger me, trust me, I'm gonna.
Way below the belt.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do it. And it's not always intentional. Like there's certain things that may bother you that is no big deal to me, and I may throw it at you like not like to be mean, but
For humor. For your humor.
for my humor.
We're a lot alike.
Introvert, extroverts.
It was
Yes.
so funny.
Yes. Intro extroverts. Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So you have to have a thick skin. You have to be confident because I'm not gonna lie. At my job, I flirt a lot. I flirt with, and again, I don't initiate it, but I play along. And the reason why I do that is because it'll help my server get a better tip. If I'm showing them attention and I tell them what that person told me and tell my server, hey, they told me they like this and that and the third, share that conversation with them or whatever. Or if it's something that maybe they had a bad visit, I'll go to my server and I'll be like, hey, look, get them to sign up for the rewards program. I'll take off the appetizer. You can say it was your idea, get you more money. So, I am versatile. I'm versatile. I am a complex person to deal with. Dealing with me is not easy. Yeah. He knows.
3 woos?
Dealing with me, I require, I'm very patient, but I require a lot of patience too. But again, like I said, I want women to be envious of my woman, and I mean that. So like you will never hear, like every relationship I've had, I said I will never, like the stuff I went through with the mother of my children, y'all didn't know about it until after she passed.
Afterwards,
You know what I mean? I never talk negative about the person I'm with. I will never do that. Like if we have an issue, we're gonna discuss it amongst ourselves. My family will not know. Nobody will know. Nobody will know because that's what people hang on to. Right. That's how we have such a negative society now, because people hang on to the negative. If you say something negative about a political figure, rather than try to explain the good of that political figure, they'll throw the negative of the opponent political figure. So we are so negative. So I avoid that at all costs. I do. So like I said, just have a thick skin.
Thick skin.
Thickums.
So for all the single ladies that want to shoot their shot, how should they contact you? Social media?
Go to Chili's.
Baby back room.
Which one? Give me
What
location.
is Tyvola location in Charlotte, North Carolina. Don't expect to see me though, because I'm always moving. I like to keep the energy. Yeah, you came, and I read. This is my ace. I will pause the world to spend time with him.
Right.
But
he had to keep
I was moving.
He never sat down. He never sat.
I never sat
He had to
with him.
stand at the table whenever we talked. Then don't move. He never sat down.
Yeah. And I made sure. I said, "Well, you ate. What about my sister?"
Yeah, he took care of you.
And it was delicious.
Yeah, let him know.
What is your position at Chili's?
Right now, I'm a general manager, acting general manager. The general manager is out on leave. Kay, get well. We miss you. But I'm running the store right now, which I don't have a problem with. Even when I'm not running the store, I'm running the store because I've always felt like if you're going to be a leader, then every position in that store is your position. If I have to cook, I'm a cook. If I gotta serve, I'm a serve. I gotta host, I'm a host. If I have to jump behind the bar. So every position is your position. But yeah, I'm a general manager right now.
Okay, general manager.
But if you want to get in contact with me, I am on what do I do? Instagram or Facebook? They're on.
What's your one?
I'm dark_Gable77.
Okay.
On Instagram and TikTok, I think.
Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm learning TikTok, man. You seen some of the movies I'm
you
learning
do
how to do
good.
that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need me
Work
to cut and clip some of y'all stuff.
They got it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
How can the people find you?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram.
Super simple. Kenya Vouch.
Facebook, Twitter, Twitter. I'm on TikTok, but I'm not on there a lot. But
Right.
it's all Kenya.
Your
Vouch.
book. He just
Kenya just dropped a book.
the second. He's an author.
Congratulations, bro.
This is the
Thank you.
second book in his trilogy, and pre-orders are actually running right now. So by the time this airs, it'll already be out and on Amazon.
I did get the email yesterday that the printed proof is in the mail.
Okay.
So once that printed proof gets approved, then it'll be available
So where
to
will
the
people
public.
be able to go get this, and what's the name of it?
The name of the book is in the Church of the Seer series. The first book is called The Dark Reveal. That's on
Get it,
platforms
it's amazing.
now. Amazon Books, Barnes & Noble, Apple Books. The second book is called The Reign of the Dragon. And again, it'll drop sometime next month, maybe the middle of next month. Book 3, right now, the plan is that it'll drop in the summertime of 2024.
And they can see your Sunday school.
Sunday school on Facebook Live on Sundays at 10 a.m. And then it goes up and you can watch it anytime after that.
Kenya Vouch, Facebook.
Yes.
Oh, thank you guys so much for coming. I hope that the women and men get a wealth of knowledge that y'all drop with a little bit of foolishness. I appreciate that too.
Always,
for the
always.
laughs. If you're preparing yourself to meet your soulmate and you've tried dating and you keep choosing the wrong people or you keep making terrible decisions and you self-sabotage, just know that you don't have to continue doing this. You can't be your best self by yourself. You need community, and we would love to walk through this with you. This is why we created the experience, Where is Bae? The Soulmate Search. When you complete it, you'll know and understand how the chemicals in your body keep playing tricks on you, leading you astray, and how to beat that. The type of person that you truly want and how to identify them, how to grow and develop into the best version of yourself, so you're able to attract and sustain the right relationship. For more information about Where is Bae experience, go to onevisionerc.com, click on Marriage Tools, and then click on Where is Bae. Get started today and get right and ready for Bae. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, go ahead and do it so you won't miss the content. Like the video so we'll know that you enjoyed it, and share it with someone so they can be blessed too. Have a great day.